can't Sword decide? Allie or Violet? Which one?
I mean, if I didn't, where would you even go? Fair point. You look like you've got something on your mind. I'm just thinking about tomorrow. Been getting the best ratings I've ever seen. I just hope it's enough. Ratings requirement for the last day, and the last day are the highest. I'm sure it's going to be fine, don't worry. Made it this far, nothing's going to stop me from making it to the end. I hope so for your sake. So now here, what are you going to do? Next go doing show? I didn't know you were my career coach. You want to know my 5-year plan too? I got a feeling that 5 years from now you'd rather not be here. There is no plan. I'm just taking it one day at a time. So anyone can do in the crazy world. Anyway, I gotta get back to work. Good luck. You'll need it. Thanks, Kat. See you later. Night. It's gonna be the last date. The only rest I can get. Guess I'll call it a night. Yep. The performance is coming to a close. The actors and actresses come out one by one, ready to take their bows. I would clap, but I'm waiting for you and only you. Okay, that was a quick dream. Huh. Well, this isn't the worst place. I thought I could wake up yesterday. I'll take that as a compliment. She laughed and pinched my cheek. Well, it's been a blast, thanks to Chad Finn. I have some more cruising around to do, but I think you've got another date on your plate today. Yeah, that's how the show goes. Sorry. She was gone before I even had the chance to finish. That woman is a force of nature, that's for sure. We're running out of time, Kit Kat. It's going to be fine, just watch. Good morning, Kat. Morning, it's like Chad Finn. How'd you sleep? Pretty well, thanks. I bet you. You bet you did. That bed is worth more than your life. That reminds me. Why can't the staff have the same kind of bed that Six Chad Finn has? Do I look like I'm made out of money? You literally own this island. If I'd give the staff beds, the next thing you'd be asking for is minimum wage. No thanks. Bruh. So, how about the 5-year plan, huh? Maybe the brothers were onto something with this whole accounting thing. Anyway, it's time for your last chance. Your last soulmate candidate, Willie. You ready? It's time to make or break. Ready as over, big cat. Without further ado, lights, camera. Don't get yourself killed. I hope I'm playing this game right. Here. I'll save... I guess here. Yeah. Found Violet in the same place I met her. She was taking out a fresh batch of cookies from the oven. Morning, Violet. I slid next to her and grabbed one of the cookies in one smooth motion. Ow! Hot! I flung the cookie in my mouth anyway. Worth the pain. Damn, that was delicious. Wait a moment, you silly... Wait, okay. It was... Wait a moment, you silly goose. You never fail to make me laugh, Sex Chad Finn. I quite admire that. Did a mocking bow with my arms behind my back and put on my best fancy accent. The pleasure's all mine, m'lady. Stop you. I hope that another cookie, hell yeah. You doing those are for sharing with everyone, right? I'm a part of everyone. What's the problem here? We laughed together at the bit we were performing. Oh, that reminds me. What's up, Violet? It's come to my attention that the show will be ending quite soon. Yeah, it is. Oh, do cheer up, please. I don't intend to feel sorry for myself. Instead, I want to use the time I have left here to do something I've always longed to do. What's that? What I want is to go on a date, the kind that normal people go on. The kind that I've only read about, having a picnic, watching a movie at the theater, long walks on the beach, even something crazy like a paint night. And then we can watch the sunset go down together. It'd be so romantic. Her enthusiasm was adorable. She was practically bouncing around like a ping pong ball. I think we can make that happen. Can we now? Which one? Why not all of them? She's got the most beautiful smile, dame. Really? You've gotta be kidding me. You can count on me, Violet. I'll make it happen. Yay! She did a little cheer and dance. Gosh, I can't stop smiling looking at her. That said, I have no idea what to do. I guess this will be touch and go. Wouldn't be fair if I figured out everything. Let me handle the picnic. She pulled out a basket from behind her. Care to join me in the lovely outdoors? I wouldn't miss it for the world, Violet.
Oh.
We walked outside for a while, then settled on a lovely spot with a nice mix of shade and sunlight for a picnic. The way her silver hair caught the sunlight, it was enough to make you believe in angels. She was so beautiful. Dig in. I've brought plenty. Please don't hold yourself back. I've got to be the luckiest person alive. Save that talk for after you try this. Let you have the first bite. Should I be worried? She smiled. I smiled as she pouted. Just kidding. She laughed and smiled as she spoon-fed me a delicious egg roll. Called it. I'm the luckiest person alive. Not just because the food's delicious, but because you're here next to me, Violet. You made this week so special. I feel the same way. And there's more where that came from. You're absolutely right. I got something prepared for just the two of us next. You owe me one. We enjoyed the delicious food and conversation over the rest of the afternoon. We walked back to my mansion hand in hand, smiling all the while. Next up, the only movie theater on the island. I didn't know we had a room like this in the mansion. Not surprised. Tara's pretty territorial about this room from what I've seen and heard. But right now, it's our very own private movie theater. I did a little jazz hands at the TV. Violet clapped if I had just put on a performance of a lifetime. I did a dramatic bow and then took a look at what movies we had in store. Let's see, rom-com, fantasy movies, war movies, superhero movies, but at least a horror movie. Put on a rom-com. For what Violet was saying earlier, this would definitely be your favorite. I started the movie, then went back and sat next to Violet with my arms around her. Story was about a girl who moved to a place called New York to become a writer, falls in love with the boy she meets there, and eventually realizes her dream and her love. It wasn't anything special, but Violet was thoroughly entranced by. For the whole movie, I was more entranced by her. Me. Fair enough, my friend. After the credits rolled, Violet practically burst into tears. This is the best movie I've ever seen in my own life. And how about we take a scene you liked from the movie and turn it into a painting? Oh my gosh, you did it. Just wait right here for a second. Okay. I had no idea where to find our slice, but I knew if there was anyone who could, it was Kat. I think you know the sitch. You had some nerve putting this together last minute, but I like that about you. Floor set up everything they need for a paint night in the main hall of the mansion. Stat. Man, I just finished my shift. Even better, you've got free time for this. And so he started painting on canvases in the main hall. I think I'll paint a picture of Violet and I watching a movie together. Yeah, now that's romantic. Violet and I watching the movie together. This counts, right? What are you painting? I'm painting a picture of us watching the movie together. That was the most beautiful scene from the movie, you know? Be ashamed not to capture it. You are quite the flirt, you know that? But I like that about you. Her smile could melt the coldest heart. So which scene are you painting, Violet? I'm drawing the scene where the girl runs out of the rain to tell the boy that she loves her. It's just so romantic. She sighed like a love-struck teenager. I could tell she was putting her whole heart into the painting. She captured the scene perfectly. As for me, let's just say I was more focused on making the people have the right number of heads. And it was working from there. An hour or so later, we finished and compared our final artworks. She's an incredible, talented artist. Me, not so much. That was embarrassing, but man, it was worth it just to see her smile and break into laughter. Her laughter was interrupted by a gurgle from her stomach. Mother would punish me for sure if she heard me make that sound, but who cares now? Violet was unstoppable at this point. Is it time for dinner? I do believe it is. I volunteered to cook, but she wanted to go back to the restaurant, and that we went on our first date, so we did. Apparently she was trying so too hard to be prim and proper back then, didn't actually get to eat as much as she wanted to. She ate up a storm, literally, almost. We spent dinner wolfing down delicious food without a care in the world and laughing about scenes in the movies and our little artsy adventure. Then, finally, we went for the long-awaited walk on the beach. We held hands and walked along the ocean. The waves of the ocean seemed to play music for us as we skirted by. At times we talked without end. Other times we enjoyed each other's company, warmth, and silence. Either way, we were as happy as can be. We talked about the past, the present, the future. We're so different than before because of each other. You know, if you asked me to marry you right now, without a doubt I'd accept. I know it sounds quite crazy to say that in such a short period of time, but I just know. She kissed me passionately with everything she had. We fell together onto the soft sand of the beach. Will you marry me, Violet? I looked at her and saw the most beautiful smile from the most beautiful girl there was. I know the final ceremony is tomorrow, but I want you to know how I feel. A while past, it felt like my heart was trapped in my throat. Of course, I know what I said. Then I saw something I'd never seen before, would never see again. Not again. As if it were water being drowned in the darkest scene. The bright sun in the sky went out like a candle in the wind as the warmth sand disappeared in an instant. Please collect the cast. Experiment is complete. Last thing I saw was Violet screaming as shadowy figures grabbed her from behind. A second later, I couldn't even see my hands reaching for Violet, desperately trying to pull her back to me. Then I felt somebody grab me from behind. No, not somebody. There must have been several people. They forced me to the ground and cuffed me behind my back. I screamed, but there was no sound. I couldn't hear anything, not even the sound of the waves. I tried to fight, but there was no way out. I screamed for her to run as far as she could, but I heard no response. Then nothing. What the fuck? And here we go again. I woke up on an operating table. That's the kind you see in Nightmare. My first instinct was to get up. Okay. Yep, we've read all this dialogue before. Morning. What's going on, Cat? Get me out of here! I'm afraid I can't do that. Honestly, I'm getting tired of explaining why. Let's just speed this along, shall we? What are you talking about? She placed some kind of helmet on my head. I tried to avoid, but brace around my neck made it impossible to move her. Please, Cat, don't do this. I could hear the hum of a massive generator in front of me. She raised her hand, revealing the trigger switch with a single red button. See you soon. She pressed it. The curtain closes. You're taking your bow. When you lift your head, you can see clearly for the first time. It's you. What I've been waiting to see all this time. The one who have made my dream of a life together far from this island. You've been right by me all this time. Tomorrow's the day. You nervous? Who wouldn't be? You've got a point? She reached for my hand and held it tightly. You okay? You sure we should be doing this? I don't want you to be punished just because I want to get out of here. Hey, Cat. We've always been a team, you and me. No matter what, we're in this together. Thanks. How did things come to this? The escape failed. I've been surrounded, beaten, shot, betrayed. All my life, she shot me. I'm bleeding out rapidly. I try my best to slow the bleeding, but it's no use. What did you do to her? I choke out every last word. I didn't do anything. I didn't have to. You were too busy making a heart eyes at Cat here to see where her true loyalties lied. I'm sorry, but it's true. I don't understand. Why don't you tell them, dear? Damien is my father. I knew you were planning something the moment you came to this island, but you didn't trust me enough to tell me what it was exactly. So I became close to you. I told you what you wanted to hear. And then you told me everything I need to know. And as soon as you told me your plan, there was no way you were ever going to escape from this island. Why are you saying this? Now that's my girl. You really are my daughter. Why? I love that look on your face. You know, you've got an expression that would be perfect for my next show. And it just so happens we got an opening just for you. It's no use. I've lost too much blood. The world turned dark. This is the end. Keep them alive. Sexy Chad Finn. You might think I'm showing you mercy, but believe me, by the end of this, you're going to wish that I just let Cat kill you. Why? Why, Cat? Why would you? Barely have time to breathe before the waves pull me under once more. What the shit? Okay, well, I knew she was a traitor, but I didn't think she was the girl in the dreams that was the traitor.
Jeez, that is so scuffed.
Okay, what now? There's gotta be more, right? It's not gonna end off on a bad ending, right? Okay, this loading bar is taking like 10 years. It's a great sign. Oh, okay. Where am I? I'm underwater? It's so dark and cold. I try to move, but I'm so tired. It takes all my strength to reach out my hand forward. It feels like glass. I'm trapped in some kind of tank. I want to sleep for just a... Someone there? I can feel somebody's presence. I open my eyes and I can see. Hang on just a little longer. Who are you? The one in front of me looked at me with pity. Say something. I try to speak, but it's no use. My mouth won't speak the words I want them to use. You're awake? I'm so glad, but you're gonna wish you were asleep for this next bit. Trust me. Sorry in advance. She moved towards some kind of terminal next to my tank and pressed a button. As if on cue, it was as if every nerve in my body was set on fire. I screamed and thrashed around, but did nothing to alleviate the pain. Jesus! Oh, Willie, look at that. Our little hero's got some life left in them. You know, sexy Chad fan, you're in luck. Usually I'd just kill you for this, but a new opportunity just opened and I think you'd be the perfect fit. I'm sorry, but it's true. I don't understand. Why don't you tell them, dear? Damien is my father. Always the hero, aren't you? It's a cool frame. You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you try to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you... I'm done talking. Goodbye. Hold on just a little longer. She looked away from me as if she had heard something, what I couldn't tell. Shit, they're almost here, running out of time. I'm sorry, I won't be able to give you back all your memories, but this will have to be enough. She pressed another button on the terminal. I've got to run back to my tank, or they'll know something's up. She pressed her hand against the glass. Hold on just a little longer, okay? I'll get us out of here. The pain, it stopped. The world turned dark. I've been here before. I'm sexy Chad fan. I'm in some kind of dating show. Find, love, or die trying. Allie, she helped me. I've got to find her. You're up early. Most people around here usually need more time to wake up. Yeah, I remember now. I tried to escape this island to her. She pretended to be my lover. She betrayed me and shot me too. She's the reason why I'm trapped here. It's only fragments I can remember, but I remember enough to know that she's bad news. We've done this song and dance before. Over and over, more times than I can count by now. This is literally some Higurashi level shit. Dead ass. Bruh. And I've been in love with and chosen Allie, Scarlet, Tara, Violet, and Yui. Each of them countless times. Am I a bad person? Come to think of it, I can't remember what happened before the show started either. I need to find Allie, but first, for the permanent hand, if I want to get out of here, I can't let Kat know that I remember what's happened before. Sorry, who are you? Will she buy it? Walk with me. There's a lot to get you up to speed on. The name's Kat. I'm the producer of the new show, Find, Love, or Die Trying. And what's your name? I don't remember. Looks like it's the same beginning as usual. Learn about the killer, dating show rules, meet the girls before the show starts. I don't remember meeting you before the show, but I'm glad I got to meet you again. It's possible to not feel happier when I see your smile. You'd think that the staff would have learned to cook better by now. There's so much more to you than you show the world, Violet. Scarlet, you're still hiding that you're reading that magazine with another book. Brings a smile to my face every time. I think I know what happened to you by now. You still have no idea what you got into, Tara. Killer dating show or not. I'd love to see the way you Frick! I'm so bad at reading sometimes. I love to see the way you see the world. Jeez. And finally, Allie. You never gave up on getting us out on here, even after all this time. Howdy, Sick Chad Finn. Nice to see you're the suitor. Care to join me for a jog? There's a place in the forest I'd love to go on a run around with you. Be my pleasure. We went up for a jog, exchanging banter like we'd always done when we met each other. The second we got into the unrecorded area of the forest, her smile faded. I'm glad you got the hint. You haven't given yourself away to anyone yet, right? No, I haven't. As far as Cat knows, I don't remember anything as usual. Sweet. I knew I was right to help you first. Really, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. I've got to ask, how did you escape the tank in the first place? Honestly, I got lucky. Usually the tank knocks me out right away, but that last time, I think I must have bugged out. Saw my chance and took it. Anything's better than being stuck here forever. I'm sorry I couldn't get all your memories back. Don't worry about it, Allie. All I can ask for is for a fighting chance, and you gave that to me. Don't mention it. I mean, duh. I'm hands down the MVP. Anyways, that's time I tell you the truth. I'm from the Resistance. You can think of us as a covert group of concerned citizens who have a few bones to pick with the world's current management. Those bones are their necks. Joking aside, we are fighting a war here. That war will be one with information. Information that lives on this island and only here. Or that lives on this island and only here. There was no way out. There was no way that we could ever find this place, not by conventional means. Then we found out about the show. So they sent you here. Actually, I volunteered. Believe me, the others didn't want me to, but I knew I had to. I was the one with the least to lose. Ellie. It was pretty easy getting in, all things considered. All I had to do was write a report that labeled me as suspicious of conspiring against the government, take a few key selfies, and boom, I was fun here. Didn't go too great since then, though. But that was when I was a lone wolf. I've got you now. We'll get out of here together. Sound good to you? Sounds like a plan. I haven't even told you the plan yet. But since you're so excited, let's get right to it. There's two things we need to do. One, we need to bring the other girls' memories back. We won't be able to get their trust or work with them till we do. And we'll need their help for part two. What's that? We need to get the fuck out of here. That seems about right. Easier said than done, though. It's going to take a hell of a lot of setup and coordination. A small army of armed and trained staff tasked with keeping us here, not to mention us needing a way off the island. I'll figure it out as we go, but for now, how about you go on a date with Scarlett today? I can do that, but how does that relate to us getting out of here? I'd tell you if I thought you could be better at... I'd tell you if I thought you could be a better actor. Believe me, you'll know why later. Anyway, let's head back to mansion. We don't want Cat to start looking for us. Sounds good to me. Really something, you know. That's putting it lightly. So we have to play the entire game again. Third time.
Jeez, really is like Doki Doki in a way.
Alright. Well. Guess I'll save here. Alright. Well. Guess I'll stop here for now. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, which is probably going to be multiple parts now, not one last video. Good God. Yeah. Was not expecting that. Hopefully this is the last loop. I'm like Rika right now, hoping this is the last time. Because I swear to God. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have this game, and yeah. Please, leave a like and subscribe, and drop a comment down below what stuff you want to see on this channel, whether it's anime reviews or silly little games like this, Minecraft videos, anime reactions, I don't know, something. Whatever the heck you want, just comment down below. But yeah, see you next video. Bye.